Hi, NHCBC family. Christine here with your midweek message. And here we find ourselves at Ash Wednesday and the dawning of another Lenten season. This is a wonderful season where we get to reflect on the sacrifice that Christ made for us and to really look at what is God asking us to give up or maybe add in to our lives to become more in step with His will. So the retreat that we took with our students, February 21st through the 23rd, was one that kind of focused a little bit on the fact of why is it important for us to incorporate rest into our lives? What is the difference between self-care and sacred care of self? The world would have us think that self-care is all about spas and workouts and making yourself look great and healthy with a diet. But God doesn't tell us that. I mean, we are supposed to keep our bodies as a temple, but He wants us to rest. It is in the 10 Commandments. Keep the Sabbath holy. Keep it set apart. It is a day for us to commune with God and to be present and in His presence. So, what did that look like as we were teaching our students a little bit about Sabbath rest? Well, we looked at different ways that we can tune into God's voice. So we did guided meditation, we did some yoga, some mindfulness practices, and we tried something called Lectio Divina, which is a way of reading scripture where you read it a number of times, but with pauses in between and thinking about a particular word or phrase that jumps out at you at that moment that God is speaking to your heart and wrestling a little bit with that. What is God telling us the importance of this is for our lives? And then to have a moment to rest in God's love. We are planting seeds here. Maybe the kids don't use this right now, but I hope that maybe someday, as they are in their future and under a lot of pressure and are just feeling maybe a little run down or a little bit empty, that they remember stepping back and taking time with God will fill them with so much peace that will refresh them and allow them to complete their tasks. So that's kind of what my goal and aim was with our particular retreat. We had a wonderful time out at Camp Judson, being able to enjoy the beautiful winter weather. It was snowy and there was a frozen lake in front of us, and we certainly explored that. The kids had a great time out on the water, literally walking on frozen water. The waves had frozen, so it was all sorts of interesting climbing activities and things like this, but it was a wonderful way to connect and see God's beauty. The weather was just perfect for that. It was a great time of fellowship and just playing. Playing is certainly an important part of rest as well. We also did a few crafts. We made clay vessels. So this is mine. It ended up being a little angel on here. And these are vessels that the kids can put their worries and anxieties in and keep them there for a time until they're ready to pull them out. We also made, in honor of us going to Alaska, dream catchers. So these are to catch the bad dreams that interrupt your rest, and that basically to remind them to give your stuff to God. God will take care of it. So it was a fun weekend together, and we've got some pictures, a little video here for you to enjoy to see what we were up to. As always, we thank you so much for your support, church family. Have a great week.